Welcome to Fluenzo English. I'm really glad you're here with me today. If English sometimes feels too fast, too loud, or too heavy in your mind, this space is for you. In this video, you'll listen to slow, calm English that helps your mind relax and your fluency grow naturally. Take a moment. Let your shoulders drop. You don't need to repeat. You don't need to memorize. Just listen. Today is about slow English listening and gentle fluency practice. Not practice that feels like work. Practice that feels like breathing. Let's begin. Sometimes English feels difficult not because it is hard, but because it moves too quickly. Words come fast, sentences stack on top of each other, and your mind tries to catch everything at once. When that happens, it's easy to feel tired. It's easy to feel behind. It's easy to think something is wrong with you. But nothing is wrong. Your brain just needs space. Slow English gives your brain that space. It allows sounds to settle. It allows meaning to arrive without pressure. And over time, this kind of listening builds real fluency. Not loud fluency, not forced fluency, but calm, natural fluency. Right now, you're doing exactly what you need to do. You're listening. And listening is not passive. Listening is active in a quiet way. When you listen slowly, your brain notices rhythm. It notices familiar words. It starts to predict what might come next. And not prediction is the beginning of fluency. You don't have to understand every word. You never did. Even in your first language, you don't hear every word clearly. You understand because your brain fills the gaps. The same thing happens here. So if a sentence passes and you miss part of it, that's okay. Let it go. Another sentence will come. English doesn't need to be chased. It needs to be allowed. Let's slow down together. I want you to imagine a normal day. Nothing special, nothing dramatic. You wake up in the morning. The light comes through the window. You sit up slowly. There is no rush. You might think about the day ahead, or you might not think at all. Both are fine. You get out of bed. You walk to the kitchen. You drink some water. Simple moments like this are important. They remind us that life is made of small actions. English is the same. Fluency is built from small, repeated moments, not from big jumps. You don't become fluent in one day. You become fluent by returning again and again. Returning to listening. Returning to sound. Returning to calm. As you listen now, notice how the words arrive. They are not rushing. They are not trying to impress you. They are just here. This is how real English feels when pressure is removed. Many learners think fluency means speaking fast, but that is not true. Fluency means moving comfortably, sometimes fast, sometimes slow. Strong speakers pause. Strong speakers breathe. Strong speakers allow silence. Silence is not a mistake. Silence is part of language. When you listen to slow English, you learn this naturally. You learn that pauses are normal. You learn that thinking time is allowed. This is very important because fear often comes from speed. When English feels fast, fear enters. When fear enters, the body tightens. When the body tightens, the voice disappears. Slow listening reverses that process. The body relaxes, the breath deepens, the mind opens. And when the mind opens, words begin to feel familiar. Not all at once, but slowly. That is how fluency grows. I want to talk to you for a moment about patience. Not patience as an idea, but patience as a feeling. Patience is the feeling of staying without pushing. It's the feeling of being okay where you are. Many English learners are not patient with themselves. They judge themselves harshly. They compare themselves to others. But comparison creates tension, and tension blocks learning. What you're doing right now is different. You are listening without judging. You are allowing English to exist in your space. That is powerful. Even if you fall asleep while listening, that is okay. Your brain still hears the sound. It still notices patterns. Fluency doesn't only grow when you are fully alert. It also grows in relaxed states. That's why slow listening works so well. It teaches your nervous system that English is safe. And when English feels safe, you use it more. When you use it more, you improve. When you improve, confidence grows. Confidence doesn't come from perfection. It comes from familiarity. Right now, you are becoming familiar with English in a gentle way. Let's continue. Think about a simple conversation. Two people sitting together. Maybe in a cafe, maybe at home. One person speaks. The other listens. There is no performance, no pressure, just sharing. This is the kind of English we're building here. English that feels like sharing, not testing. You might notice certain phrases repeating. That's not an accident. Repetition is how the brain learns. Children learn language through repetition. Adults do too. But adults often forget that. They think repetition is boring, but repetition is comforting. It tells the brain you've heard this before, and when the brain hears that message, it relaxes. Relaxation allows fluency. So if you hear a sentence again and again, let it happen. Let it sink in naturally. You don't need to force memory. Memory forms on its own when the environment is calm. I want to remind you of something important. You are not behind. You are not slow. You are not bad at English. You are just learning in a way that respects your mind, and that matters. Some days, English will feel easy. Some days, it will feel heavy. Both are normal. Fluency is not a straight line. It's a gentle curve. Listening like this smooths that curve. Over time, you'll notice small changes. You'll recognize words faster. You'll feel less panic when someone speaks. You'll respond more naturally. Not because you studied harder, but because you listened more calmly. That is real progress. If you're listening while resting, that's perfect. If you're listening while walking, that's perfect too. If you're listening while doing nothing at all, that might be the best way. English doesn't always need your full attention. Sometimes it just needs your presence. Let the sound stay with you. Let the rhythm become familiar. This is not about finishing a video. This is about returning again tomorrow and the next day. 5 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day. Consistency matters more than intensity, and consistency becomes easy when learning feels gentle. Before we end, I want to say this clearly. Fluency is not something you chase. It is something you grow into. And slow English listening is one of the most natural ways to grow. If this kind of listening feels good to you, stay with Fluenzo English. We share real, calm English regularly. English that fits into your life, not on top of it. If this video helped you relax or understand even a little more, like it, share it with someone who feels English is too fast, and subscribe to Fluenzo English for more slow listening and real fluency practice. Thank you for spending this time with me. I'll see you again very soon.